you mentioned that like, okay, a lot of the access that people had to information and to other people back then wasn't the same. So if you're talking about creating family in today's environment, it starts with online dating now. Right?
Unfortunately. Unfortunately, yeah.
So, okay, but we're here, right? So what are your thoughts on, I don't know, what are your thoughts on online dating as a whole?
Like I said, it's a tool that if you use properly, it can get the job done. But if you use the tool for the wrong reason, then it's not going to work for you. And I think that we have to, like I said, it's good that we have it, but I think also a lot of information out there can be damaging to a lot of people. Like to be able to just swipe, just be able to swipe through people.
Yeah,
it's a
like you're shopping for humans.
Exactly.
I got a new delivery.
Exactly. Exactly. I think it just desensitizes us a lot, and it affects us more than what we think, because it's not only in-person life that we have to worry about. When you're in a relationship, you got to worry about what you do in person. You got to worry about what you do online.
Yep.
So there's so many things that, are plays a factor in relationships that can make it even tougher, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because now we see so many options. So now we're looking for one specific option.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now this option
you don't even know
to only want us.
Exactly. And sometimes what people think they want, they don't even really know what it looks like. You know what I mean? They
probably never seen it before.
They never seen it before. And two, even if they saw it, they probably saw glimpses of it and don't know what really comes with all of it. Right?
Exactly.
So when you're swiping through all these options online, my question to you is like, you're saying it can be good, it can be bad. So give me an example of like, what's the right way, in your opinion, what's the right way to use online dating? And what do you think is the most toxic way it's been used that people should avoid?
Oh, man.
So start with the right. Start with the right way.
This is my way. You can choose this way if you want to choose this way. But
disclaimer, folks. Disclaimer. He's
what I do. You know what I mean? You can apply it to your life if you want to. Feel free.
Okay.
Me personally, when I was single, I wasn't really just on online dating apps like that. I know what works best for me, and what works best for me is in person.
Okay.
So if I'm going to, how can I put this? If I'm going to categorize things, I'm going to choose like in person, to like, that's like my main, that's my number one go-to.
As in you go, your social. Yeah. You go to social events.
Nights. Yeah. I'm going to game nights. I'm going to brunches.
Picnics.
I'm going to where people are around.
Yeah.
And you kind of like let it, like you gotta have to let it get like the game come to you, but that's a whole different podcast. Right?
Hey, pimping is what pimping does.
For real. So yeah, in person is my number one go-to. I also believe that being introduced by a mutual friend is a way that I would prefer over online dating.
Okay.
And then like I would view the social media apps as far as like Instagram mainly, so like as I'm prospecting women, and then it's like online dating.
Really?
So you are going to, it's not my number one go-to, because to me, for what the quality of women that I have found that have been in my life, how I attract those women was in person.
Got it.
I never had a glamorous experience online dating, and be honest with you, and this is not on no arrogant stuff, this ain't on cocky stuff. I never really used it because I didn't have to.
Understood.
Only time I really had to was when I moved to Indianapolis and I didn't know anybody.
Got it.
I realized it's a whole game that you have to play. You got to have the right profile picture. You got to have the right bio. You got to have the right pictures,
angles, according
to all that stuff. I'm like, this is a whole different game, because I honestly didn't do well on online dating.
Got it.
I'm not the online dating expert. A lot of women in Indianapolis did not want me for whatever reason. So like they didn't want the product I was giving out on the online dating app. So I say all that to say is I believe that online dating apps should be used in moderation. I think you need to go out there and have real life experiences with women, with men, you know, to actively, you know, like, because those memories are going to shape you in so many different ways, you know, socially, professionally, you know, everything. You know, it's going to work on your confidence. It's going to work on if you are shy or whatever the case may be. And those settings are going to work.
And there's also a different level of engagement when you meet people online. I mean, exactly. But in person, when you meet people in person as opposed to online, because what I find is that, like, when you meet someone in person, they have a different level of accountability towards you as an individual, your feelings, and the intentions that are at play, versus online, where to them, they're just communicating with a photo.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I mean? And there's so many of them in that platform. It's not humanized enough. That's my opinion, right?
Exactly. And like 100%. Like, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that you can't meet people. I'm saying that if you're going to prospect using online dating apps, you have to at least get to a FaceTime as sooner rather than later, or it's meet in person so y'all can have a real human connection and some kind of thing. I don't think you should just stay on there and continue to like prospect and just be, you know,
I've had people prefer to stay texting than to like have like phone conversations, stuff like that. But those people are easily written off. But let me ask you a question though. So that was your preference of the right way to approach using social media / online dating to meet people. So what do you think is the most toxic or negative way that not just social media, but specifically dating apps are being used that are unhealthy and toxic for the individual users?
I think, like I said, I think the unlimited amount of options is unhealthy. I think using it as a main priority to prospect and get women or men is not the best way to do it, in my opinion. So to me, that's unhealthy. And also, I think it creates this, or further creates this culture of, how can I put this? Everybody is not as graceful anymore. What do you mean graceful? If there's an indication of a woman saying this, it's a quicker red flag to a guy now. Or if a man says, "Oh, I'm a teacher," a woman wants, "No, I want a lawyer." It's quicker to just get rid of people now.
Oh, because they have like labels and accolades that they've put in a criteria, like they've manually written it up.
So they have their list, and then also they're not as graceful if there's like an interaction and they have a conversation they don't agree upon. Everything gets cut off a lot quicker.
Wow.
Like everybody,
even in real life,
even I think in real life you can. To me, you can have a further conversation in real life because it's in person, and I think that when you're in person, it's a different dynamic. You have naturally more respect for somebody in person. I hope, naturally. Online, I feel like I know, right? Online, you know, a guy could be or a girl could be any kind of disrespect for whatever reason.
Ratchetry
online, going crazy. Yeah. So it's to me it's just a world. To me, it's just a harder world to find true love than the actual real world. You're going on a platform where it's created to be social. Yeah. But it's not necessarily created to find genuine love. Right. Like it's not necessarily the whole point of it, even though that dating apps are for you to meet people. But just that not having a real human interaction with the person and developing that connection, you know, that's where you're missing out the most. Like I said, you can use it in moderation. If you really like meet somebody, it's like cool, meet that person, then actually get to see that person in person, see how y'all really are versus just texting in the DM.
Let me ask you a question though. Like, you prefer to meet people on like in person and social events and so on and so forth. And I commend you for that. I'm like that as well. But I also understand the results that I also get online.
I understand,
right?
brother. Yeah.